and showing your Idkrant's vid about Winter Slaven, and how she is a liar, etc.
A lot to take in. Winter X Slaven is not who you think she is. Sure, even though she did make a video speaking out about the allegations, and even though there are thousands of Winter X Slaven glazers to the point that we might get cancelled. Trust me that by the end of this video, me, YourStarlaze and Melody will change your entire perspective about Winter, so keep watching till the end. Not only is she a misinformer, but also a stealer, clickbaiter, and turns out, the notorious scammer that scammed thousands of players, Silly Meow Cat. And no girl, the same thumbnail style, all of this ain't a coincidence, it wasn't just a quote-unquote.
My thumbnail style is inspired by Skylarence.
We have all the proof to back up our points. Firstly, what a Skylarence thing to do. Clickbaiting your thumbnails and titles to scare viewers. And even having the audacity to steal a 2-minute clip from one of my rant videos, which was the rant about Orvala stealing videos, without even asking me for permission. You even contacted me on Discord, so why didn't you ask me beforehand? And you may ask, why didn't I confront Winter X Slaven about her stealing my video? Well, someone with human decency wouldn't steal videos in the first place. Unfortunately, I wasn't the only victim. In fact, Winter has already stolen videos from other YouTubers and slapped it onto her video calling it a rant, without having been given permission to use them. Winter also goes as far as to spreading misinformation, following her clickbait. As she brings up an old story of the Talking Angela app, which was already debunked years and years ago as a hoax and simply a creepypasta. Even though she apologized in one of her videos, it is clear that she is not sorry, as she has not deleted those misinforming videos and has not changed her clickbaiting thumbnails. Yet she has more subscribers than I have ever gotten in my 3 years of making rant videos. And what's worse is the fact that behind that purple hair and that cute face reveals her scamming past. Winter X Slaven is indeed Silly Meow Cat, aka Skylarence, and that is what Melody and Laze will be ranting about in the next few minutes. Notice how Silly Meow Cat's last video was posted on the 10th of January, and Winter's first video was posted on that same day as well? And you know what is more suspicious? Some time ago, I used my alt and commented on Winter X Slaven's Roblox group accusing her of being Silly Meow Cat. And then 30 minutes later, boom, as you can see, I just got exiled from the group with no trace of my existence. And consequently, Winter temporarily turned on the request to join group system so only she can choose who can be a member of her fan group. If Winter X Slaven wasn't Silly Meow Cat, wouldn't she find a way to prove that she's innocent, rather than shutting those who accuse her of being a scammer with, at the same time, no evidence? Now I will be passing on the microphone to Melody, who will discuss about the small connections between Silly Meow Cat and Winter X Slaven.
I'm always Melody, and I'll be talking about Winter X Slaven's small connections to Silly Meow Cat. Please keep in mind that the small pieces of evidence is not the most convincing and may appear a coincidence. We will present our biggest evidence later in the video. Silly Meow Cat's past usernames have had some similar connections to Winter Slaven. For example, one of her old usernames is Animeloversky. Later, when I asked Winter Slaven if she loved anime, she said yes. However, this doesn't exactly prove it all quite yet, because a lot of people love anime. Another one of Silly Meow Cat's past usernames is Winter Loves Roblox. This means that Silly Meow Cat has definitely acknowledged the name Winter in the past, leading to the name Winter Slaven. But you can still argue that this is a coincidence. Before you argue that, take a look at this. Winter Slaven is also in Mokia, Silly Meow Cat's group. But that's weird because she clearly knows Silly Meow Cat was not a good person. My guess is that since Winter X Slaven's account is relatively new, she gave herself Robux through her group. This brings me to my next point. A Roblox player can't possibly be that new and be able to start ranting on YouTube. Therefore, she definitely is an alt of another player, and we know who the player is. Winter Slaven is also making suspicious excuses in her videos. But first, girly, what in the world is this? Respect, please. I have a friend with no doubt. Anyways, Winter Slaven says that her old channel got terminated. That's such a go-to excuse, like Miss at least say more than it cow. She also said that she takes inspiration from Skylarence, aka Silly Meow Cat. But that doesn't make sense because no one takes Inspiration from bad people. Girl, you ain't fooling anyone. There's also another weird username connection that we found. WinterXlaven's old username is Lexmonash, and one of Silly Meeket's old channel names was Lavenderash. This also has a weird connection. There are also some small similarities between the two channels. For example, both channels have purple profile pictures. Both channels also use the same hearts for their description. WinterXlaven is also the same age as Silly Mocat. They are both 14. Both users also have similar inventories. Here is me going through Silly Meeket's inventory. And here is me going through WinterXlaven's inventory. Here are some of the common things they shared. This is also a bit suspicious as well. That's all for my part. If you still don't believe us, what Ersterlays will talk about in her part is truly shocking. Bye.
Everyone, I'm Ersterlays, and I will be revealing the biggest piece of evidence in this video. While I was researching, I found a video about Skylar Rants. It was this video, which I will link in the description. I highly recommend you watch it for more context, and a big thanks to Skylar first posted a video on her alt. It was a gameplay video, which was pretty ordinary. The video was just her playing a Roblox game, but as I kept watching her video, something really caught my eye. However, I couldn't quite point it out, but something just felt odd. But the more I looked at it, the more I realized how similar Skylar's avatar was to Winter's. This was the thumbnail of Skylar's video, and you can really tell that her face and hair is the exact same as Winter's. I thought that maybe it was just a coincidence. I thought that maybe a lot of people on Roblox have that same face and hair, and so I shrugged it off. I thought that it was certainly a coincidence. However, I kept watching the video, but then it hit me. The username in the video? Yeah, it wasn't Skylar Rants. And so, of course, I paused the video. I couldn't even believe what I was seeing. I even double-checked the username. There was no way that I was reading it wrong. The username was... Now, you're probably wondering why I was so shocked. You probably think that Lemon Ash is just some random username on Roblox. Well, here's the thing. Lemon Ash is no ordinary username. It turns out that Lemon Ash is actually WinterXlaven's old username. And before you spam the comments with
You have no evidence, Lays.
What makes her video even worse? The video wasn't just strange, it was also quite inappropriate. I really don't understand why she used those emojis. Those mean something really bad. I never would have expected that from Winter. I thought she was some kid-friendly I don't even know what her intentions were, but dang Winter, why would you even do that? Winter, if you're seeing this video, please, explain yourself. Are you plotting to scam all your fans? Just like you scammed 1 million people on your group? That's probably the case, since you keep disguising yourself. Everybody, please do not fall for WinterXlaven's schemes. Or shall I say, Silly Mocat? Silly Mocat has caused reckless drama in the Roblox community, and I am not going to let that slide. I'm not going to lie, she did quite a decent job disguising herself. However, the disguise wasn't good enough. I'm worried for all of her fans since she might be planning to scam them all, but who knows? Maybe she just wanted to change her identity because she has caused so much drama in the community and has not given anybody an apology. Maybe she just wanted to run away from all the drama. But she probably accidentally made her fake identity a little too obvious. Winter, you're probably seeing this video. You can't keep hiding away from the drama. Creating a new fake identity is not going to help you run away from all this drama. You owe all of us an apology. Also, Winter, Melody just pretended to be your friend. It was all just part of our plan. Just letting you know, you are not innocent. And bro, don't even try to come back with a new disguise. I really don't understand how hard it is to simply take responsibility for your own actions. This level of degeneracy is so pathetic to me. And I low-key thought that she was a new kind ranter when I first saw her channel. Well, that was until I did my research. I will be tagging Winter in the description so that I can make sure she sees this video and gives me a response. Feel free to make a rant about this topic to spread awareness, but please credit us in your video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing.
That's all the proof. I have credits to Erstarlays, Idkrins, and Always Melody.